John, 2-1 victory away at Peterborough Sports, and once again the Bucks leave it late.
Yeah, really good from the boys. We're really fit young group. Credit to obviously JJ for competing and Brennan running beyond, but excellent free kick from the skipper. He's got that in his locker. But on a really bubbly pitch, it was a game that we dominated from nearly start to finish. But again, we go into the 94th, 95th minute where you come away with a win.
Yeah, as you say, polar opposites. Not a great start. Just over 1 minute on the clock, and we're 1-0 down. Given obviously Saturday's result and the jubilation from that, were you disappointed in your side not to carry that into tonight's beginning?
Yeah, we always want to set our stall up by starting fast and starting quick, and it kind of remnants of Scarborough away when we conceded really early as well. But thankfully we got over conceding really early by scoring a great goal of our own. Great cross by Brenner, header by Callan, or right back Louis Stevenson pops up with the finish. So truth be known, Danny, we set our stall out early doors to try and get them on the back foot, but that's football, isn't it?
As you say, moving on, equalised not long after. The pleasing side that you said reacted, got themselves back in the game, but also just on a note for Louis' goal, and a little bit reminiscent of the Chorley goal late on, bodies in the box and a sort of willingness to get the ball in the back of the net, and this time it's another defender, Louis Stevenson, to draw us level. Yeah,
it's huge. That it's stuff that we work on, and we watch ourselves back during the week. We've got great analyst in Jake Loftus, who obviously shows us all our clips. So on Saturday there was periods of the game Saturday at Chorley where Louis didn't really commit to the back post, but tonight he did. So we're quite an attacking football inside. So to see our fullbacks in attacking areas, it's great, and then to pop up with a goal, which is it was fantastic.
Yeah, and then you touched on it as an attacking side and what sort of thing you're trying to build here. A lot of chances between our first goal and our second goal. Tate Campbell pulled Peterborough Sports keeper saves in the first half, plus his header in the second half. A couple of shouts for penalties, which looked strong shouts from the Buxton players. And other chances along the way, plenty of balls in the box. Is that the sort of thing that you maybe disappointed that it took till the 95th minute to actually take the lead?
Yeah, but I guess credit to the boys who knock on the door. It's you're away from home on a Tuesday night and you create that many chances, and if one goes in early doors in the second half, then it's a different game. They've got to come out and try and play against us. So again, credit to my boys. It's group of lads going for the 93, 94, 95 minutes, and then the last couple of minutes they've got to go and defend the edge of their box, which obviously Peterborough took everything out of. So really pleased with the 3 points, and goals coming in the 95th minute or the 5th minute. I don't mind as long as they're for us.
And then just on the squad, obviously late. Obviously Ryan McLean starting tonight. Obviously looked to threat and put a number of positive balls into the box. Callum Ebanks has stepped in for Ty Sodji in the last 2 games. Obviously Luke Hall played in Ollie Greaves' position today. Louis Stevenson playing at right back with Sammy out injured. Is that a positive that, given the players that have been rested or have been out injured over the last couple of games, and you come away with 6 points? Yeah,
huge. I keep harping on about it, but the squad, when called upon, need to be ready. I thought Ryan McLean was fantastic tonight. You give Greaves a bit of a rest because he's played a lot of games. You push Luke Hall into the 10 role. Louis Stevenson's played now the last few games. Tate Campbell's popped in after his groin injury with Will Truman been injured. Like you said, Danny Callums has deputised for Ty really well. And we're only going to get better. We're only going to get better and stronger with, Sammy Truman Ty coming back fit. You know, you got young Sam Tomlinson out on loan. So we have got a lot of strength and depth. You know, and then you look to the bench tonight, the lads who didn't get any game time. They're all chomping at the bit. They want to play. They're disappointed, but you know, it's always going to be a squad job.
Obviously now back at home Saturday at the time at Sutherland Stadium, Alfreton visit under new management under Jake Buxton. Obviously could pose a different threat from what they maybe we were used to with them. What's now the rest of the week look like for the lads, and how do we gear up for that big game on Saturday? Well,
we've got a bit of a journey back tonight, so boys are having some post-match food now, so we're get back on the bus and it's tomorrow off, and then it's just a rest and recovery day on Thursday, and we'll go into Friday. We'll do our match prep for Alfreton on the game on Saturday. So it's just about keeping everyone fit and sharp now. Games are coming thick and fast. It'll be another tough game on Saturday. Obviously, Jake Buxton, who I played with for a couple of seasons at Burton Albion, know him quite well. So he's gone in new to Alfreton, so we don't really know what they're like. We've had him watched him. You know, we'll watch the games back tomorrow and Thursday and create a game plan for that.
And finally, obviously, you know, the week after we roll into the FA Cup, and obviously there's a buzz about the town currently. The FA Cup always draws a little bit of extra magic, and the away travel was great again today, and maybe that ties in with it. But again, your side have left them with a positive performance. You know, whether it ended a draw or a win, you've left them with something to go home happy about.
I've always said to the boys, if your performances are there, the results will follow. And we're on a really good run of form at the minute, so long may it continue. Tough game Saturday, and then hopefully roll into next week when we play Chatham at home. So, but for me, all eyes currently on Alfreton, and if we can get that place bouncing on Saturday, and obviously then roll into the following week.
Brilliant. Well done tonight. Let's roll into Saturday.
Cheers, then. Thank you.